and welcome to your June 2018 love reading with Divine Love Tarot. I want to welcome you to my channel, whether it's your first time here or your return viewer or subscriber. Thank you for joining me. Welcome, and I hope this message resonates with you. If you're finding that it doesn't, then I would encourage you to check out your moon sign, your Venus sign, and your rising, because sometimes those planets are more prominent in your chart. All right, guys? So Aries, my Aries. Let's see what is going on for the month of June. Where do I want to put this? All right, so let's get into the reading. First card represents your current energy, current situation, and we have the Chariot in reverse, okay? Some of you guys may be dealing with a Cancer. If you're not dealing with someone who's a Cancer, then the Chariot in reverse represents feeling like you don't have control of a situation, okay? It represents a lack of direction. So for those of you who are in a relationship or just gotten into a relationship, you feel like you don't know where things are going, okay? Chariot in reverse can also represent obsession. So someone may be obsessed with you, you may be obsessed with someone, okay? But it's like tunnel vision. It's like seeing what you want. You only focus on that. You don't see anything else. It's almost like you want something or someone so bad that you refuse to see the red flags that are around them, okay? It's pushing for something too fast, too soon. So for those of you, like I said, that are in a new relationship, you may be trying to push for something new very quickly, okay? Let's go ahead and clarify that. And we get the Hermit. So for some of you, if you're not dealing with a Cancer, you may be dealing with someone who's a Virgo, okay? So some of you may be trying to rush into a relationship with a Virgo or feel like you don't have a sense of control with a Virgo. If not, then the Hermit just represents energy where it's time to, you need some time alone, some time to think, okay? The Hermit tends to be a little bit more particular or picky when it comes to relationships. So even though you may choose to rush ahead, you may need to slow things down and just take some time to think, okay? And then also the Hermit is a loner. So this may be in response to this lack of control that you're feeling, or that there's a lack of direction, okay? For those of you who someone is pushing to get into a relationship with you, you may not be interested, okay? You may just be like, listen, I'm not interested, because moving on to your challenge right now, it's the Five of Cups. All right, some of you are very sad or heartbroken over a situation, or remorseful over a situation, okay? There's something that you guys are focused on that's bringing you disappointment and sadness. All right, so that's why right now things may have no direction, because you're just not necessarily able to focus on anything right now. Okay, let's go ahead and clarify that. And we get the Knight of Wands. So I feel like your challenge is either, someone who is either a Taurus or another Aries, but this could be a challenge for you to get back to you, Aries, to get back to being, charming and energetic and adventurous, your cheerful nature. So despite whatever has happened, it's like you're still trying to, or you've dealt with someone who is like the Knight of Wands, okay? So someone relationship wise who doesn't necessarily stick around, okay? So you might have been one of the conquests of the Knight of Wands, and that's left you sad, and that's what you're dealing with. And that's why, even though somebody may be trying to get into something with you right now, you're a little bit hesitant. Okay, Aries. For others, this could be you, basically, just trying to be a bit of, just playing the field a little bit, or your challenge is to not play the field or not want to play the field because you are upset about something. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to your past energy. You're coming out of the Knight of Pentacles. So you're coming out of a situation where you might have been in a bit of a routine, okay? The Knight of Pentacles represents, the time in a relationship where you guys know exactly what's going on, okay? It's a very routine type situation. If it is not the relationship itself, it could be a person that is slow to commit, okay? The Knight of Pentacles, like the Hermit, they're very particular, very picky, and that's why they are slow to commit. They don't jump into relationships. They don't rush into things, okay? The Knight of Pentacles could be someone who is an Aries or a Taurus, okay? So both, for some of you guys, you're definitely either dealing with your own issues. For some of you, you may be seeing a Taurus, okay? Or there may be a Taurus involved in your situation. Let's go ahead and clarify that particular position, which is the past position, and we get the Hanged Man. So some of you may have been dealing with someone who was a Pisces, okay? If not, the Hangman in love with love, okay? That's what I think of when I see the Hangman. This is the person who's willing to sacrifice everything for love, okay? Also with the Hangman, though, you get someone who, that whole in love with love thing, it's almost like they prefer the idea of you or the fantasy of you to actually being in a relationship with you, okay? So that might have been the person who was too picky, or, not ready to commit, or very slow to commit. Or this could have been your energy in the past, Aries, okay? But the Hangman also represents being at a crossroads, all right? Having to make a choice about something, having to let something go, okay? So for some of you, maybe you had to let someone who represented the Knight of Pentacles, or as the Knight of Pentacles, you had to let someone go, okay? Moving on to your future energy, we've got the Three of Wands, okay? So the Three of Wands represents waiting, okay? It's the energy of patience. It's the energy of caution, being cautious, waiting to see what happens, okay? There are opportunities and possibilities, but it's not something that you're just going to rush into, okay? For some of you, Three of Wands represents proposals or taking things to the next level, okay? Three of Wands, though, when I see this card, I tend to think of someone who's waiting for something better to come along, all right, especially in a relationship. So let me go ahead and clarify that position and see what we have. Yeah, the Nine of Cups in reverse. So this is disappointment. So I really feel like the Three of Wands here in this situation is you're waiting for someone to either do something, or you're waiting for something better, okay? It's like being in one situation because you either can't be in the situation you want, or you're just waiting for something else to come along, something better to come along, all right? Moving on to what you want, okay? So let me talk about this Empress in reverse. And I've had certain months where there's a card that just seems to come up in every single reading, okay? For a while it was like the Six of Wands, I think. But this month it seems to be the Empress, and she's coming up in the reverse in a lot of readings. And, the Empress in reverse, it does touch on a lack of nurturing, a lack of warmth, okay? Relationships that are not moving towards commitment. But when I see it in this position, why would someone want the Empress in reverse? Well, first of all, you could be wanting someone who is a Taurus or a Libra. But if that's not the case, then the Empress in reverse can represent also having multiple lovers, okay? And so for some of you, you may want that type of a situation right now. Also with Empress in reverse, it can indicate someone who is a trophy. There's a lack of depth to the relationship, okay? It could be a more shallow type of a situation. It could be a mistress, okay? Because you're not looking for someone who wants to commit. So for those of you who are in a committed relationship right now, you may be looking for someone just to have a little bit of a good time with, okay? Go ahead and clarify that position. We got the Two of Pentacles, okay? Which represents juggling, or two people, or two options, or it's also about finding some balance, all right? So with the Two of Pentacles and the Empress, Two of Pentacles is also about routine, okay? The Empress, there's a few things that this could be, okay? Reverse can also represent divorce, okay? It can represent, I hate to put this out there, but it came to me, so I'm going to say it, and it's not going to resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, just let it fly. Just don't even. But the Empress in reverse can also indicate termination of pregnancy, okay? So for some of you, you may be in a situation where that's what you want at this time, okay? If you don't feel like you can handle the the responsibility. Okay, and and that's what the Empress in reverse represents. Okay, Empress is a mother, she's the wife, she's the mother of your children. So when in the reverse, that means that that energy is lacking. And if that's what you're going through right now, then that's just what you're going through right now, because you're trying to find some balance in your life. Okay, now for others of you, you may feel like a divorce will bring you the balance that you're looking for, because it'll bring you the peace that you're looking for in your situation. Okay. um is there anything else I want to say about these two cards? The Two of Pentacles can represent change. Okay. um but I feel like for some of you, there's a message of this whole being in another situation, and possible multiple other people. All right, something that you're sad about, something that your challenge is to not let that sadness affect you. There's a feeling of a loss of control here, or someone pushing you too far too fast, pushing for something you don't want. So there is a situation where someone is in a situation that they just don't want to be in. Okay, and there's a lot of moving parts to the situation. Maybe you sacrificed in the past for this particular relation. Let's go ahead and move on to the internal factors and see, this is what you want. So let's see what's going on internally to influence your situation. We've got the Queen of Wands. Okay, the Queen of Wands, if it's a person, can be an Aries or a Pisces. Okay, if it's not a person, it's about being cheerful and optimistic and charming, warm, attractive. As far as relationships goes, it's that passion and that spark, right? That enthusiasm. So that is what is influencing you, or maybe even what you feel like may be missing from this situation. Okay, let me go ahead and clarify that. And we have the Emperor, which represents you, Aries, which represents control. But also here, there's two people. Okay, so this is two. So for some of my Aries, I feel like either this is both aspects of you. Okay, this is not only the part of you that is stable and reliable and logical, but it's the part of you that's also passionate, and it's almost like this is the balance that you're wanting. Okay, this is the balance that you're looking for in the what you want section. Okay, now for those of you, this is Aries. Okay, as the Emperor, and this may be a Pisces. So some of you may definitely have someone who's a Pisces or another Aries, that you are either maybe even juggling two people for some of you. Okay, because for some of you wanted another person. But I see, another representation of a Pisces here, so that's why I keep calling that out. All right, but this definitely can indicate that you're just looking for that balance within yourself. Okay, that you coming in because you need some time, because you feel like you're not in control of whatever is going on with you right now, because you're still upset and sad about something that happened. Okay, whatever this is that you had to let go of in the past, or this person that maybe didn't commit to you in the past, that's still affecting you. Okay, moving on to your advice for this reading, we've got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is about patience. Okay, having patience, letting things flow naturally versus pushing them or rushing them. So if this Chariot energy here is about pushing things or pushing for something, okay, sometimes it just takes a minute to click. You may be wanting to push things or rush things or move things along, whether it's to the next level or whatever the case may be, because you're lonely. Okay, that Hermit card can represent loneliness as well. So if you're lonely because you're sad about something, okay, you're regretful and remorseful about something, you may be trying to jump into something new to kind of get over this past situation. But here your advice is telling you, no, you don't want to do that. Okay, because you really want to focus on yourself right now. You need to focus in general, because if there is a lack of control, if you are out of control, if you are at a point where you're going to be making hasty decisions because of feeling lonely, then you need to slow it down a little bit. All right, so the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is saying there's no need to rush. All right, for those of you who are workaholics, not workaholics. Workaholics need to spend less time at work. All right, that message is pretty much simple. If you're working hard, especially if you've been spending time at work to try to avoid your feelings right now, the Empress in reverse is also about neglecting your home life. Some of you may be purposefully neglecting your home life because you are trying to juggle work and home, and work is winning. All right, because maybe you just don't even want to be home. All right, but that's not going to help your situation in the long run unless you're at a point where you're about to do something about the situation. Okay, moving on to your external factors. So this is men, and we've got the Six of Swords, and I feel like my video keeps freezing, but we'll see if it's going. All right, with the Six of Swords in the reverse, this represents that someone may be feeling like they're unable to leave a bad situation, or they're stuck in a routine, okay? So your partner or your spouse, if you're in a relationship, may be feeling a routine right now. Things may be boring, okay? Or they feel like they're stuck, especially if something happened that's causing this regret or these feelings of loss of control or whatever. This other person feels like they're stuck in the situation as well. For others, some on the outside are looking at you as you're not able to move away and leave a situation that is not good for you. Okay, the Six of Swords can also indicate that there's another person who is just losing interest in you or losing interest in the situation. Okay. And to clarify that, we get the Ace of Wands in the reverse. So definitely someone's lacking interest. It's a lack of motivation. So, there may be a situation where you lost someone. Could be a Pisces, could be another Aries or a Taurus. And this person might be on your mind, okay? You might be definitely thinking about what you could have done differently with that person or with that situation. You're still sad and upset about that. All right, but right now this person, they're not coming to you. They're not interested. They're not going to come towards you. So if this is something where you feel like you're going to wait on it, you're going to be disappointed, okay, with this Nine of Cups in reverse, because they're not coming. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to your hopes and your fears. We have the Three of Cups. So I'm going to pull the clarifier first just to see what's really going on here. We've got the Ten of Wands. All right, so for some of you who are juggling two people, or who do have two people that you're either seeing or that you're in love with, you're hoping that this situation doesn't become too much of a burden for you going forward, okay? Because being in a relationship with one person can be hard enough. If you're juggling two people or multiple people, for whoever, my Aries out there that feel like you can have, who your guys are doing the most right now. You're partying, you're hanging out, you're meeting multiple people, because there are multiple people. There are the possibilities of multiple people in this reading. All right. You're worried that you're going to be overwhelmed with this. It's too much, too many people. Okay. If you are in a situation where you're seeing multiple people, all right, and if that's what you want and you're happy with that, that's fine. But if you're seeing multiple people just because you are trying to cope or manage from a situation that has left you hurt or sad, eventually it's going to wear you out. Okay. Now, moving on to the outcome, we've got the Four of Swords in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. I'm sorry, I always mix those two up, which represents a lack of commitment or commitment issues, someone who's not willing to commit. Okay, it's a lack of harmony. Okay, at home, things are unstable. Or there's something external that's threatening the stability of your home life and your family life, okay? Let me go ahead and clarify that. And we get the Moon card. All right. So call me crazy, call me cuckoo, but Aries, some of you guys, there is definitely a Pisces that is playing a big part, a big part in everything that's going on with you right now. Whether they are the person that you are in a relationship now, or whether they are a person that you used to be in a relationship with that maybe you have some regrets about, okay? They're everywhere in this reading. They're in your past position, they're on your mind internally, subconsciously, whether you know it or not. All right. And in the outcome of this reading, maybe this person is coming back. Maybe you're going to go towards this person, but there still seems to be a lack of commitment here. Maybe this is somebody that your family or friends thinks is not good for you. Okay. So maybe you have feelings for this person, but for whatever, especially depending on whatever happened in the past, your friends or your family may be like, oh no, not them again. Oh, please don't go back to that. But Aries, you know you guys are going to do whatever you want to do. And especially if this person is in every aspect of what's going on with you. If you're sad and upset over whatever happened with this person, you know, you guys are not going to be satisfied until either you get closure with this person or you get back with this person, okay? Because you want what you want, okay? But for some of you, you may already be in an established relationship, and this may be someone else who you are interested in. For others of you, this person, there could be a Pisces who is a detriment to your situation. So for Aries who are in a relationship, all right, and you guys may be in a relationship with either another Aries or a Taurus, okay, because Taurus has also come up here a few times, all right. The Empress in reverse can be either Libra or Taurus. The Knight of Wands can be a Taurus or an Aries, and the Knight of Pentacles can be a Taurus or an Aries. So for some of you that are dealing with another Taurus or another Aries, then maybe a Pisces is what's threatening the stability of your relationship or your situation for the other person. Okay? Maybe in the past this Taurus or this Aries, they were with this Pisces in the past, or this Pisces was someone who was important to them in the past, okay? And you found out about that, and maybe that's why you're upset right now. Okay, so that's another scenario in addition to the story that I've already come up, I've already been going on. That's already ongoing in this reading. All right, but if you guys, like I said, if you seem to be waiting for this person to come back, for those of you who are waiting for someone or waiting for something, it looks like it's going to be a disappointment. So if this is what you feel like you want, then you're going to have to go towards that person because they're not going to come towards you. Okay, and it looks like if it's not a Pisces, all right, I have to go to this route also. At the end of this reading, if this is not a Pisces, then that means it's just an emotional time for you. And everything else still stands. It could be because of a lack of commitment or because of the fact that there's a lack of harmony at home. There could be some secrets. There could be a secret, something going on that's going to affect the harmony of your home life, okay? For some of you, you're definitely daydreaming about something or someone, okay? When we see the moon, though, it can also just indicate that your intuition is going to be at an all-time high, okay? So wherever there's disharmony or imbalance, listen to your intuition. And that's part of this Eight of Pentacles message also, is to listen to your intuition and follow your inner guidance, because if you feel like something is off, then 9 times out of 10, you're actually right, okay, Aries? So for some of you, that moon card is just about listening to your intuition. But for some of you, I definitely feel like there's a Pisces. So if there is, please let me know in the comments because I want to know about it. I want to hear about it. If you would like to continue this reading, then you can order the extended reading where I'm going to pull some more cards in certain positions just to get some more clarification. It's not a different reading. It's not more. It's just more of clarification. Okay, I've had people ask, well, what's the difference, and am I getting the full reading if you're doing an extended? Yes, this is a full reading. All right, that's why I'm doing the readings. That's why I'm going back to pulling clarifiers in the actual reading. But in the extended, I just pull more clarifiers, okay? Because I'm not going to sit here for 15 minutes. I'm joking. But But yeah, guys, so if you would like a personal reading, also feel free to contact me. My information